So I need you to bear with me. First, I'm going to say, do not comment on this video if you did not watch the video in its entirety, because it's going to get deep, especially towards the end. I'm going to show y'all what I've been talking about, and we're going to analyze this psychobabble that has the conscious community miseducated and in la-la land. Let's go.
Well, I'm actually married.
This guy's name, Duke of Tears, a fraudulent, intellectual, habitual liar, and charlatan. Just listen to this made-up. Well, I'll get to that story in a minute, but just listen to the garbage that's miseducating our people in the audience.
To a master yogi who invented her own yoga system. Sorry, I'm married to a sister who is a master yogi, and I watched her journey from when she first started doing it, because it actually happened out of a need of necessity. She had a congenital knee affliction because she was born on a military base called Camp Lejeune. And it was...
She has a congenital knee problem because she was born on a military base called Camp Lejeune. Just listen.
Found that everybody except her that was born there died based upon the radioactive stuff that they put into the water.
Come on now. Everybody that was born on this military base died except his wife. Now, we went from a bad knee to everybody else dying. Are you guys catching the psychobabble? She lived and she had a bad knee, and she had a bad knee because of what? I mean, just listen. He gets no specifics. These are charlatans. Listen.
Because all military installations, whether you understand it or not, and when I say military installations, I'm not just talking about I'm talking about schools, I'm talking about colleges, I'm talking about everything. Hospitals, all of that. All of that is under military jurisdiction. So
it's a fucking military base, idiot.
She, in order for her to walk, basically engaged it as a means to actually heal herself. And because the knee is a manifestation of the, like, different body parts have different associations. So the knees tend to be connected to the subconscious.
Oh my God. Are you serious? The knee is connected to the subconscious. And he's telling this to an audience of so-called conscious woke folk. They're asleep. They're not woke.
And so within that, and watching her over the years actually build it up to the point where she developed her own system, I watched it.
Oh, and by the way, everyone born on this military base died because of some radioactive stuff that, quote, they put in the water. I thought he was talking about a military base. The military killed its own military members? Come on, man. Logic will tell you this is a bullshit.
Deal with all of the stuff that you're talking about in terms of the political aspect of whether it's hot yoga, Bikram yoga, chicken nugget yoga. I'm serious. There's chicken nugget yoga. If you don't think I'm playing, like, look it up. Yeah, look it up. This is, these people take everything and make it into something else. So
let me move on, because this is to some more drama. Just listen.
And tu Espiritu Santo, right? So that aspect of it.
Oh, by the way, he acts like and proclaims that he speaks Latin.
No, has nothing to do with what Bikram or heated yoga or Hatha yoga or Ashtanga yoga or whatever type of yoga it is. The true yogi is one who realizes that he or she herself is the actual conduit for the breath itself. So your body is doing the yoga, but what is happening is your body is putting yourself in a position to breathe out and to expand what the breath is, because you're using muscles and certain things that nobody else uses. So to take that away from you and to make you think that it's a strictly Hindu practice or whatever, they've created a mass market.
Yoga is Hindu. I know a lot of people are into it. I'm not knocking yoga, but it is of the Hindu tradition and faith. It's not African, but hey. And he knows it. That's why he mentioned it's not, because he's been checked on that. So he's trying to get it out of the Hindu faith to save face. Stay with me, family, because wait till I get to Phil Valentine. He's the main culprit I want to get to.
So good evening. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate y'all coming out. Amazing. So I've had this question on my mind for a number of years already.
Now, just listen to the wording in the question. He's about to get into some psychobabble and metaphysical talk that he don't understand. So he's going to ask a panel member, and Brother Panic's going to answer. And like he's asking God a question, like God has the answer, and that they're God. Just listen.
Dealing with our physical reality being, correct me if I'm wrong, projections or manifestations of the darker side of the subconscious mind, and all of these realities are existing at once. How can that be true for a child who may be going through abuse, or children who are victims of wars across the planet? I'm just having difficulty connecting the dot between, a child is not, it can't be on a child's subconscious mind that they want to hear this in a miserable reality.
Child was also a grown-up before. We need to stop thinking we own children. They came here to have that experience. Me and my sister was here had a rough.
Here come Brother Panic with the Baphomet on his shirt, and look, the magician's hat, little top hat, pull a rabbit out the hat, abracadabra, let me trick you and bullshit you. This kind of nigga. And he got the answer to that question. He knows. And trick thing about it, the audience will believe him. Oh, okay. No proof, no nothing, just rhetoric.
Rough one, but it's our choice. It figures out the equation that has me sitting here today. So his choices, this world is not.
But the indigenous is gonna rule the land. When, Phil? When? You throw this shit out there and just, have people biting at it, and it's garbage talk.
I'm becoming.
And got the woke community clapping. A panel of liars.
We have to grow our maturity. We have been stultified. We went through a series of 400 years of arrested development.
And natural law has nothing to do with indigenous people, by the way. It has nothing to do with indigenous or people or a group. No one is in charge of no natural.
We have to act as functionaries within that system. Trump just signed a bill that's going to bring us back onto the gold standard.
Right.
Y'all hate him, but that fool is doing what he's supposed to be doing.
So he's the one that is talking about the presidents ain't shit, nobody run nothing, it's all the Illuminati and all this old shit, and he gets to talking to the Jesuits, but now he's talking about Trump is doing what he's supposed to be. Come on.
Nobody can deal with $163 trillion debt anymore. So the bankers had to make a deal.
Matter of fact, by the way, this is a white man teaching the black community. This is the European. Let's not get that twisted. Is you blind? You don't know what a European man look like? All up in our house? Lying?
They went with the cryptocurrencies, and we're going back on the gold standard because of BRICS. So, what I'll say to you is, the UCC 1 and the UCC non-UCC are going to be obsolete soon. And you're going to go back to natural law. That means the autochthonous indigenous now will rule the land. But it's a matter of us now.
We're going to go back to natural law. law, the economists and the indigenous will rule the land. Who's the indigenous that's going to rule the land? And fuck everything, fuck city law, state law, the county, but the indigenous is going to rule the land. When, Phil?